In 2017, we stepped out in faith. I launched this campaign within the church to build a legacy of faith, a legacy that I believe will live far beyond when I am gone. The next generation to come will hear of what God has done in our ministry, in this community on our island. We started out, first of all, by having to excavate the rock to make room for our new sanctuary. Persons passed and saw us doing the excavation, and they were amazed. Some people thought we were crazy. We had a 20-ton excavator come in, and it began to excavate the rock. The first thing the guy said to me was, he looked around at the buildings, the houses around, and he said, there's going to be a lot of structural damages to these houses around because this machine is so heavy and there's so much rock to be excavated. And that was a little discouraging, but it was a big test of our faith. Well, we got some insurance to cover that, and we got started. The excavation continued for several months. It was estimated to cost us $430,000, and we only had $80,000, but we started by faith. We trusted God to complete what He started, and we persisted. We prayed, we fasted, and God heard, and He answered, and He provided. And miraculously, we got the excavation completed in under 2 years. It was completed and no properties were damaged. Just the door of the church, one boulder fell and smashed in the door. That was the only damage. But there was no damage to none of the properties around. We removed the stuff, the marl, the boulders, and we used it to fill in the quarry, which is part of our property. Not only did we have the challenge of removing the mountain of rock to make room for the building, but we had no car park for our ministry. To the front of our present building was an old abandoned quarry that was being used as a garbage dump. Well, God gave us the vision and He stretched our faith. So we used the marl and the boulders that we excavated from the mountain of rock that we moved, and we filled in this quarry. Today it is now the car park for the church, and we are developing it to be a recreational park for the community. We are going to put in a soccer field, a cricket field, that is our national sport, and we're going to use this to reach the young people of this community. We're also going to put on that site a daycare for the elderly. Well, we have started the construction of the building. We didn't have any financial backing, we didn't have the money, but we had the faith, and we believed that God would provide. So we started, we had a dedication service to launch the start of our building, and I said to the church on that day, we don't have the money, but we have the faith, and we are trusting God to provide. Well, God has provided in miraculous ways. We were able to cast the floor, the bottom floor of the building. We got that done. We were so excited when it was finished. And then we started to put up the blocks. We've got some generous donations. Thank the folks at Arnogo and others who have helped us. And we were able to get all the blocks erected. And now we have completed the bottom part of this new sanctuary. It is completed, and we are excited to put on the top floor, because from there we're going to put up the blocks, the balcony, and we'll have the roof on this building. There's still a ways to go to complete the building, but we believe by faith it's going to get done. We believe that what God starts, what He has started, He will complete. It has brought us together as a church. It has caused us to exercise our faith. We have intensified our praying. We have given sacrificially. And it's amazing to see how God has worked. Even over the last 3 years when COVID came and all the work teams canceled, God provided, and we stepped up, we did the work, and we were able to complete the bottom part of this building. So we have a car park now where we can park our cars. Over 100 cars can park in our car park. We have the building which is on the way. We're excited. It's going to seat 450 people. And we're excited. We are going to reach more children. We're going to reach the young, at-risk children in this community. Our community is an impoverished one. A lot of the children are facing problems with drugs. They come from dysfunctional families. But this new building that we're building would allow us to do the ministries that are necessary to reach the young people in our community. We have come a long way. Our very first building had no indoor plumbing. We got electricity, but we didn't have indoor plumbing. And we expanded on our present building, but now the ministry has grown to the point where we need better facilities. We need bigger facilities, and we need them urgently to reach the lost souls in this community. We are well on our way, and we're excited to see how God is going to get it completed. We don't know when, we don't know how, but we know that He will. And we're glad that persons like yourself can partner with us to be a part of what God is doing here in Barbados and in the Caribbean. So we will continue to progress by faith, forging ahead by faith, building this legacy of faith. For all of this that we are doing is for God's honor and His glory.